Hey, good afternoon, Rambler families. Just wanted to do a weekly update. I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, and there have been some things going on I thought I would share with you. First of all, today is Thursday, so my weekly update's actually a day early, but the reason why is because tomorrow I'll be in the all-staff training. I know that there's no school tomorrow for President's Day, and as long as your son or daughter is above 54% in all their classes, they are free and clear to take a 4-day weekend if you'd like to do that, although other families have said that they want to keep working ahead. Really enjoy the product. So, feel free, whatever you would like to do, as long as you're above 54% in those classes. The quarter is quickly moving along. Had a student ask me, and so I wanted to share this with everybody. So by the end of next week, which will be February 20th, I think is Friday, 19th, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5.5 more weeks to finish the quarter. So at the end of next week, we want to be at 63%, and then we'll continue going about 9% per week until spring break, which will start on March 26th. After spring break, we've got quarter 4, and then the school year ends that first week of June, which is actually going to be here before we know it. It's really funny to me. I've found through my experience that once you hit Valentine's Day, the school year starts going very, very quickly. So hard to believe, but we're going to be in the homeward stretch before we know it. We do have another personal narrative lesson this week. I had to put a hold on that for this past week because I was helping out with the technology department. But next week we've got our lesson. It's lesson number 3, and it's about writing a good introduction. And I hope that you enjoy it. I shared some personal experiences with my own writing, and it should help our kids to become better at making that really, really important first sentence one that just pulls your reader in and makes them want to read more. So I hope that you enjoy that. And then a week from tomorrow, which will be next Friday, I will do another author share on Zoom, and anybody's welcome to watch that. You're welcome to come if you want to share what you've been writing or just hear what other kids have to say. We're always anxious to see each other. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. Now, we have started our second count month in February, which is critical for our state funding. And we've had such good communication for the entire school year, so this is nice. I don't have to stress out about it too much. But this week, meaning the week that started yesterday, which was Wednesday, I've communicated with everybody on my list one time, and I need to do a second communication, but next week I'll only have one day to do that, which is Tuesday, and then the week starts over again. So just need everyone to be aware that on Tuesday I will be reaching out to all of my families, and I will definitely need you to respond on Tuesday, because if I don't get that second communication, then they ding us for, I think it's almost $1,500. So please make sure that on Tuesday when I'm texting you or calling you or FaceTiming, that you get back with me. Just send me a response, and then I can log that communication, and we'll be set for our first full week of Count Month this February. One final note I wanted to share. This is a little bit personal, a little bit professional, but we live in a small town, and this is probably going to be there'll be people talking about this. So as you probably know, McBain has a vacant superintendent position, and we did have a superintendent who resigned and took a new job on the east side of the state last fall. We've got an interim superintendent with Mr. Knapp who's doing a wonderful job, but they want to find someone who could fill that position permanently. And I am actually an applicant for that position. And so that might surprise some people because Mr. Mead, doesn't he teach 3rd grade? Doesn't he do, and the answer is yes. Yes, I do teach 3rd grade. Yes, I am a virtual teacher. I have also worked as a central office administrator for 2 years as the director of administrative and instructional technology. That was one of my old jobs. And I've also been either a virtual or building principal for 5 years in some pretty big secondary school districts in Traverse City. So I felt like it would be worthwhile. I found a school home here in McBain that I just have absolutely fallen in love with. I love this community, and I thought, well, if that's something that I could do to help, I'd be more than willing to do it. So perfectly happy to be a teacher too. That was the big thing I wanted to just communicate to my families. I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm actually not applying for any other jobs in any other districts, not looking to be a superintendent, someplace else, just only here. And if I don't get the position, if they find someone who can do a better job, that would be fantastic too, and I'll be more than happy to continue teaching. But wanted to give everyone a heads up because, like I said, it's a small community and people are probably going to talk about it, and I just didn't want any of you to feel left out of the loop. So if you have any questions about that, you're welcome to give me a call. You've all got my cell phone number, or shoot me a text, and I'll answer them as best I can. I know that the process for selecting a superintendent, that they're going to be doing it pretty quickly. The first round of interviews is in early March, and then I'm sure that they'll be selecting a couple of finalists to come back for a second round of interviews. And then I know that they're planning, I think it's that first week of April, to have the candidates selected. So won't be long, and they'll have that selection process wrapped up, and we'll know who the next superintendent is. So other than that, I think those are all the topics I had to fill you in on. If you've got any questions, please feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, and I'll answer them. And otherwise, I will plan on seeing you all on Tuesday of next week, which is February 16th. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.